So after Barton, how did the opportunity for the Harlem Globetrotters come about?
So of course, everybody telling me, you're gonna go to the league, you're gonna go to the league. I went to a couple of tryouts or whatnot, for some overseas stuff. We didn't have a lot of connections. The NBA draft was coming on. There were boys that were out there saying, Phoenix Suns were gonna take me at 59. My dad knew the whole time, like, you ain't got no invite to Phoenix team training camp. They ain't gonna take you. But he knew it, but he didn't want to tell me.
Right.
So the whole draft go by, and it was like, boom, I ain't get drafted. I remember for a week, I sat at home in the house for a week. I was crying. I was like, man, I ain't going to the league. I did all that. My dad came in my room. He said, man, quit pouting. He said, man, it is what it is. He said, you got other opportunities. He said, get back in the gym, get back focused in your Bible. He said, let's do what we got to do. So I just got back in the gym and I worked. Maybe my route is going to be a little different. And so we in the gym working one night. Me, Salt, and my dad, we in Greenfield working one night. And my SID from Barton, John Hackney, he comes in. He said, you'll never guess who called me. I'm thinking like, oh, shoot, this it. He said, the Harlem Globetrotters. I fell out laughing. I'm like, man, go ahead, man. So my dad's in there like, crying. Like, my dad sat me down. He started breaking down the history. He was like, man, we were raised off of that. So they flew me down to Houston. And I'm expecting them to do tricks. So like the first 30 minutes, it was like, we hooping. I was like, oh, bet, I'm in tip-top shape.
Right.
I scored like 28 points in like 10 minutes. I'm going at them. Next 30 minutes, they said, all right, let us see your tricks. Looking like,
yeah.
I took the ball and I spun it on my finger like that. They're like, all right, what else you got? I said, that's it. I said, I just scored almost 30 points in 10 minutes. What you talking about? What else? One of the dudes, Chris Franklin, we called him Handles. He pulled me to the side. He said, young fella, look. He was older then. He was like, young fella, look, they like you, man. Like, just go along with like whatever they want to teach you, go along. He like, you're going to be huge in the company. They brought me back to the hotel for the interview, offered me a contract. You know what I'm saying? Flew back home, and that's how I went. 12 years.
It was 12 years.
12 years.
Did you always start as a league guy?
Nah. When I came in, I was what you call a hype man. I was a rookie, and if the bench ever got quiet, they were blaming me. But I had been working in the background on what we call a dribbler. Dribbler's like curling eel. When you slide on the floor and you do like a dribbling routine, the guy try to take it from you, then you wow the crowd with your dribbling moves. Dribbling was fundamental to me, so it was easy. But once I mastered the slide down, it was on. So the guy in front of me, his name was Scooter. He actually got hurt one night. So coach came to me and was like, yo, you ready? It's your night. I was like, yeah. So now I had switched from entertainment to competitive end again. And I went out there and I dribbled my tail off. And after that, I didn't look back. So I was a dribbler for like 4 or 5 years, and I became the top dribbler in the company. And the more you move up, the more money you make. The more money you make, your jersey and stuff go up. Jersey go up, you start getting on TV shows. So now I'm on like The Bachelor, Sesame Street. So I knew the next highest thing was to be the showman. And I was like, yo, if I get this mic on, it's on. I'm taking it serious. Boom, I kill it in the showman camp. So now I go from like being thought of as just a dribbler to a guy that can do the show. The more you could do, the more valuable you are. Special K just decided to step away. And my coach came to me and said, yo, you on. Go out.